Double Dylan at fullback, that's where you prefer?
Yeah, by quite a stretch. I thought we experimented last week to try and keep him, Damon, and Rob on the field. But I don't think we saw enough of Dylan last week on the wing. And I know he's played a test match there, but I think he's probably our best fullback at the Union. So to get maximum use out of him, and we've got a quite exciting plan, second half plan with Damien and Janu. So it's worked out.
Is Cobus injured or is he just left out?
No, he's left out. He's going to go and play. He's playing with the 21s. Cobus is no doubt he's a future. He's probably a Springbok, but Rimpy, Cobus van Dijk was ahead of him at the start of Super Rugby, and we just enjoyed Cobus van Dijk's work rate a lot.
You mentioned the play in the second half. Obviously, Damon, the guy that worked the bench, when the game opens up, that's where you.
We felt last week in Durban, one of the questions asked afterwards is why we went so late with our bench. And we felt we didn't really have the bench to add a significant impact. They're all good players, but I think if you look at that, if you've got like the energy, if you go down from, in terms of creativity, if we're chasing a game or willing to put a game away of not Chef and Mark, Cock and Willems, that's pretty special. So it gives us more strength to add more impact than we have in the last while. We've no doubt Damien Willems can break a game. He's capable of breaking a game open, isn't he?
How about someone like Rowan Nell? Can you switch it up with him and he can come into centre first phase or whatever?
I thought he was really good at 12 last week. He's just got a bit more, sort of 15s experience and awareness than say Werner. But the plan could be, that he comes into the centre at some stage. We've got a nice plan for the second half. But what's nice about Rowan is that he can get you serious momentum, as you say. If he comes in outside 10 or it's good there.
Just a word on the lineouts. You guys have some of the best stats on attacking ball. The Lions have still get the most in this tournament. How do you feel about that this weekend?
Because now you're feeding the ego. Listen, our lineouts, I think we've joked aside, Chris and Shimmy have worked really hard that what we're trying to use our lineouts is to try and get more and more tempo. And we saw that try that was scored by who scored in the end. Rob's second try was off a great. It was a great movement, great line out. We had no receiver in place, and we still got into that sort of vacuum in the area we're trying to attack. So very happy with our. It's probably a slight frustration in this team. If we look at our stats across the board, we're really good. I think we're the best defensive team, second best attacking team. So we probably should have done better over the regular season than we have. But I do feel things are coming together in all respects now.
Chris, how much momentum are you taking from, especially that second half performance last week? You guys must have left the field feeling pretty good about yourself.
Yeah, I think the overwhelming feeling was basically that running up to, or the build up to the Sharks, that we were well under our potential, and we had yet to play a brand or play a game, a full game that we were proud of, and I would say it came at a good time, but we're also very wary of the fact that the Sharks didn't have too much to play for. So we're taking momentum, but we're obviously very focused and very aware of the new challenges that wait for us this weekend.
Would have been a much preferable position to. If you hadn't have done that,
no.
The Sharks had nothing to play.
Exactly, yeah.
Die besoekers die naweek, hulle is redelik, ek amper sê die woord, hulle is redelik gelaai met manne wat van nasionale dienste kom. Is dit een wat julle aan dink aan?
Ons is wel bewus daarvan, maar ons is reg vir enige iets en enige uitdaging. Ons sien net regtig uit om weer op Newlands te speel en weer vir ons mense te speel en ons het planne gemaak vir die wat afkom en ons sien net regtig uit vir die uitdaging.
Wat uitdaging dink jy gaan die besoekers bring vir julle?
Ek dink vaste fasette is altyd hulle sterkpunt. Jy weet, hulle het 'n goeie skram en soos hulle nou vroeër gesê het, hulle lynstaan is nog altyd goed. En dan het hulle ook sterk baldraers. En ek dink hulle gaan ook by die afbreekpunt ook sterk wees daar. So ons is bewus daarvan en ons maak die regte planne daarvoor.
Relative to the last couple of seasons, they've been really prominent with it in Super Rugby or Currie Cup. Do you think you guys have got a point to prove against this Lions?
I think, especially after our performance up in Ellis Park, we've got a point to prove to ourselves. Not so much to them, but I think I think that's, we felt that we let ourselves down big time there up at Ellis Park. Especially if we compare to how we played here against them at Newlands. It was two different games, and so I think if anything, we've got a point to prove ourselves.
Was there anything? I know they had a different team, so they put 5 big guys back. But was there anything that you took from that game that you can sort of use this weekend?
It was a while ago.
I'm talking about the most recent game.
Oh, the most recent game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. There's plenty that we've learned from that. There's plenty that we can take from it. I mean, we know that there's so much that wasn't about what we're about, and that was we're all very aware of it. In fact, I don't even think the coaches had to say much after that game because I think all the players took responsibility for it. I think that's what we showed up in Durban was, we don't want to stand for that anymore.
But John, you mentioned that the guys have got a great plan for the second half. Do you think that the team that will run onto the field, they will be able to set a proper foundation for you guys going into that second half plan that you guys have?
Yeah, no, listen, I think we got our strongest team starting. Our strongest team starting. Listen, we're going to have to be. I mean, they have starting with 5 Springboks who played against the All Blacks, just went and lost by point to All Blacks 2 weeks ago. 5 of them are starting. We've got 1 guy. So we have to be realistic that we can't manage this game. We're going in from the get-go. There's no question. So yeah, I just if it's a tight game, just having a guy like Janne Vermaak's a Springbok, Damon Willemse will be on the bench. This just gives us some sort of confidence if we need to chase, but hopefully we don't have to chase.
Coach, what measures do you have in place to make sure that you have that lead from the beginning? What's the thing that you maybe talk to the team about in ensuring that?
No, I think our most important thing, I've told them is they mustn't worry about. Coaches worry about the result. They must worry about just working. I think if we get a good work rate, because those are some of where the Lions' threats are. As Chris said, they break down and they turn over a lot of ball against the Cheetahs. So if we're not going to react to the clean and work there, and likewise on defence, if we want line speed, we have to be there. So our big emphasis this week has just been our work off the ball. If we play well off the ball, we win, and that's the strong message to the team. So if we start, we just got to literally have to outwork them, and then we'll be in the game.
We're talking about outworking. Obviously, the breakdowns, that will be a big factor. And we saw what a guy like Malcolm Marks can do, like excellent sport. And your combination also, some of the guys can play towards the ball. So that's going to be a big challenge. Yeah,
breakdown. I mean, I think this Lions team, they've got some really good stealers. There's both Ruan, 12, Harold can steal. And then, of course, Carl Brink, Kwagga, Malcolm, even Dylan Smith, they're exceptionally good on the ground. So that's why I say if we don't work and react to the team, we're going to be under really pressure, because they're really a lot of pressure, because they've got a lot of confidence. And to my mind, they destroyed the Cheetahs at the breakdown last week. So it's just something that we've worked on it the whole week. So.
Chris, forgive me for my English. Do you guys, as a recent promise, getting to this match, do you guys feel at home, or is there added pressure playing at home in front of your home crowd, having to do well against this team?
No, I think it's awful. I mean, I can't speak, on other guys, but for me, it's a feeling of playing at home. I've said it earlier in the week at the beginning of the year, we said we really want to play a home semi-final and a home final. And I think it's because I think a lot of the guys thrive under the conditions here and really enjoy just being in front of the home crowd. So there is that element of pressure, but I think the overwhelming feeling is more that we're at home and we're in front of our home crowd, which is very exciting as well.
Just the consistency that you've been searching for. Have you been able to put your finger on what it is and sort of maybe found the solution?
No, to be honest, Craig, no. This way, if you look at our statistics, I know that liars and all that, but you can't put a finger on something, because the top 5 most dominant tacklers in the competition are all Western Province. Our line breaks are the most. I know our discipline has been poor, but I think, to be fair to Chris, we fixed it over the last few weeks. we've dropped down to where we wanted to be. We wanted to be 7 or 8, and that's where we've been the last couple of games. I really can't. We've gotten the last 3 weeks. We went to Loftus and won against a team that people don't now begin to realise how good the Bulls are becoming. We'd seen that in the first round already, so I knew that was going to be our hardest game. We led at Ellis Park for 73 minutes, and we messed it up then, and then we beat the log leaders away. So, I can't explain why we've got some of the results we've got, because they've never not tried. I mean, it's not as not trying, or the possible thing is discipline, but that doesn't excuse you a defeat to the Pumas, with respect to the Pumas. Not much, but... Well, I don't want to talk about it. No.
Well, hopefully you found the secret this weekend.
Yeah.
Stumbled on.
But maybe it actually helps that you're not playing the Pumas on Saturday. You're playing against somebody, a team that is rated, and maybe that brings out the best, like an 80-minute switch shot instead of 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Gavin. I think that's part of I think it's in South African rugby, but it certainly is part of this region. Is this backs to the wall? We after we lost to Griquas, we had to play the Blue Bulls here, and we're up 40 points at half time. We had to win the next week, then we didn't have to win anything. Everybody expects Pumas, but there's no real consequence for the defeat. Last week we had no choice, so. And today, as JC Jansen did a pretty powerful mission on Monday, there's no second chance this week, so I've got no doubt we'll turn up.
Is that not part of the problem too? In that you've got quite a lot of games, and what are there, 7 teams, and 4 of them make the semi-finals. So it's like there's not really that. I mean, the fact that the Bulls actually made the semis, with respect to Mission Company, I thought after losing a number of games they did lose, is quite sort of bizarre in its own way.
We go through. I can put it as benignly as we go through a lot to really knock out one team, if that makes sense. We've lost 5 games, and that to me that's we have agreed as a team that it's underachievement by the group. The Sharks to me is solid, but we should have been up there with them, a point ahead, a point behind them. So, and we're the home semi-finalists. Having lost 5 games, so your points are there.